Hey, beautiful people. Happy Monday. Britt over here of In Arms Coaching, doing the 30 videos in 30 days. I'll probably just keep going because I've totally lost count of how many videos this has been. But I wanted to jump in for a minute, just a minute, because I have to run. But I wanted to make this video to you because there are times when everything just feels so frigging hard. Things are stressful, things aren't working. This happens a lot when you're at a point where you're ready to up level, or you're ready to take the next step, or you've outgrown something. And what happens is it just feels like everything's falling to shit. And that's because the old structures and systems and even mindset, and the old places where you are personally, not just in your business, you've outgrown them. And it's sort of like you're wearing a pair of like really tight pants that just pinch, or, pants that come up to your calves when they're not actually capris. You've just outgrown everything. And so it feels really uncomfortable. And I think that this point can often get so stressful that we inhibit and sabotage our own growth just because it's so shitty to be here, that I think the normal reaction is just when things feel really hard and stressful, you sort of take a step back instead of stepping into it, because like, why would you want to step into something that's more uncomfortable? And I'm very much here at this point, so I wanted to share it with you because I had a 24-hour period where I was just like, oh my fucking God, like nothing is working. All of the balls are dropping. I can't, like, just all these like internal fears. Like, whenever I start to feel like nothing's working or balls are dropping, like, my go to, like, broken place in my head is like, nobody likes me and everyone's abandoning me, which is really icky and uncomfortable, and also really important for me to see. So I got to this place where it felt like all the balls were not dropping. There are many, many balls that are still up in the air. But of course, when three drop, it feels like they all dropped, right? And we tend to sort of it feels like everything's falling when one thing is falling. And I just got to this place where this morning I woke up and it felt like there was a ton of bricks on me, and I was really stressed, and I'm trying to do a bunch of things in my business and in my personal life and in the rescue, and it just felt really shitty and overwhelming. And immediately my brain like snowballed to all of those places that I just mentioned. And I have a feeling that that happens for some of you too, where you hit an edge that's actually growth, but it feels so overwhelming and so stressful that it really makes sense, right? If you're in pain, just to step back to a place where you're not in pain. Unfortunately, if you do that, you miss the growth opportunity. So even though it's counterintuitive, it's best to step into the discomfort and ask it what it is, what it's there to tell you. And that's really fucking uncomfortable. So I wanted to give you a couple of my tools from this morning that really helped me. The first tool is that when things get really stressful or overwhelming, I find that I tend to pick up speed in a super reactive, not necessarily speed for the sake of efficiency, but speed for the sake of like blowing through a wall kind of speed. And what happens is that makes me more reactionary, it makes me more stressed, and I'm not necessarily doing anything better. So my first tool when I get really stressed and overwhelmed is actually I slow the fuck down and I just stop doing things for a minute and I think. I think about what it means for me. I think about what are the lessons that I'm getting in that moment. I think about what would be the a healthy reaction, a healthy response versus a sort of gut-based reaction. And I just get some space to like think for a second about what's happening and what it means for me. And then the second thing is I turn to the cards. I'll show you a really messy bed. But this morning, you've heard me talking about how I sort of dropped my morning practice for a while. Super messy bed. But this morning I just went back to the cards. I went back to my journal. Say hi to Diggy. Hi, Diggles. I went back to the cards. I went back to my journal for the first time in a while. And I just asked for help. I said, I am feeling super shitty and super lost. I need some help. And I asked the cards for help, and I asked my own inner wisdom for help. And I just got some time to like journal for a few minutes, even though it felt like I was like late and didn't really have time. And then the third thing that I'm going to do is look for the places that I'm not taking care of myself. And this is a really hard, slightly shameful feeling place. Often when I get overwhelmed and really stressed in my business or professional life, it follows a period of not taking care of myself. And I know how I haven't been taking care of myself. I haven't been stretching. I haven't been doing Pilates. I've been watching way too much Netflix. Call the Midwife is an awesome show. Pretty good reason to watch Netflix, but still, I've been watching way too much TV and I've not been doing my magical work. And what happens is I feel worse and worse about myself and I get more and more stressed and overwhelmed. And then balls start to drop and I don't have the resources to build on it. So when I'm feeling really stressed and overwhelmed, I look, where is my personal balance off? Where am I not taking care of myself? What balls am I dropping? Where am I feeling like bad about myself? That's a really good place for me to always look, because when I stop doing things that I know I need to be doing or want to be doing, I feel bad. And then my brain tries to like duck it and avoid it. So I look for like, where am I feeling bad about myself? What am I like? What's eating away at my consciousness and my heart every single day? My magical practice, my stretching, my Pilates, um, my magical work. Every day, there's a part of my brain that's like, you fucking suck. You dropped a ball. You stopped doing the thing. What kind of a witch are you? Like, it just gets really mean in there. And that's when overwhelm sets in. It all correlates. So I'm actually off to get a massage. The kids have the week off from school. I'm working less and I'm going to go get a massage and really love myself up, because everything good that I can create in the world starts there. So thanks for the comments. I friggin' love you guys. And I really appreciate you coming in and watching these videos and listening. I really, really do. And I love connecting with you when you write in the comments. That just makes me so happy to see folks watching and commenting. So I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. I don't take it lightly that you've spent 7 minutes now listening to me talk about sabotage and hating myself and overwhelm. So I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Please share this if this resonates for you. And by all means, if you're watching the replay, comment and tell me what you thought and what you need today, what your icky voice is telling you that you are ready to listen to. Have a great rest of the day.